as you know, I'll be doing the Snapchat Takeover today, and just a little bit about myself before I get the day going to show you guys how my day is like as a GE intern. So I'm from Los Angeles, and I'm currently living in New York because I'm going to the new school, Parsons. I'm studying in fashion marketing in a grad program, and this is my first time doing an abroad program for interning. So before I get to talk about the field of work that I'm in, prior to Parsons, I was formerly a graphic designer, and I then, because after undergrad, which I studied business and I worked for a couple years, and I actually moved around a lot. London isn't the first place living abroad for me. I lived in Taiwan, I lived in Shanghai, and now I'm living in New York prior to coming to London. So I've moved around a bit, and so I definitely know how it's like being away from home and all that. And so why I decided to get into the fashion business, because throughout the years as you work, you will sort of find and notice what you're interested in and what you ultimately want to do. Nobody knows that from the start, which is fine. And that's kind of like what life is about, right? To find what's you and what you're good at. And eventually, because fashion was one thing that, all girls like fashion, right? But it's more like, what do you like to do about fashion? So couture is making pieces of only about 50 to 100 per collection. So it's definitely not mass production. And I'm doing the marketing for this company. It's called Plus Samples. And later I'll be introducing you to the director and, to ask her a few questions and let you guys know how it really is in this industry if you'd be interested in fashion business. I decided to choose this internship because, and not just being at any marketing office, is because I wanted to see the front and back end of production, because I eventually want to have my own brand. And to do that, you should know, that every little thing that goes through about running a business, or like creating your own product and running the marketing. And right now, they're in the midst of launching their own brand. So a lot of manufacturers do that. It's like they would manufacture clothing for brands, and sometimes they will come out with their own brand, which is called private label. And right now, I'm working on the marketing to prepare for their launch, which they're aiming for in September. It's called That Perfect Dress, and it's pretty much like a best book made to measure. So you get custom-made dresses. They do have dresses that are pre-made, but you can alter them, and you can order this online. So this is the greatest thing about being a manufacturer, because you can pretty much make anything that the customer wants. So just to get a glimpse on the living quarters that GE puts us in, it's this cute little room. You have your own closet, the bed. So for me, I need a bed that's not too soft. I need a firm bed, and that bed is actually a really perfect bed to sleep on. These are some essential gadgets that you definitely need for travels. I would suggest, if you like taking nice photos, you can always pick up a nice pocket camera. London is very photogenic, and the iPhone does its job too, but if you just want more, you definitely need a battery pack, and you won't survive with that one, because your phone will always die if you're always on the go, and this is a lifesaver every day for me. And headphones, necessity for when you commute. So this is the bathroom, and one thing about London is that all their light switches is a string. So that was something new. And this is our kitchen space. It's huge. It's as big as the rest of the apartment, and like all our rooms combined, maybe. Okay, maybe not, but and this is our view. It doesn't face the front street. This is the back courtyard, and so it gets pretty quiet. So yeah, GE hooked us up with this huge kitchen. So this is where my work is. My samples. It's in
So to give you guys an idea of what I do on a daily here, I go over emails and I reach out to vendors to work with and for future collabs, just prepping everything ready for the brand launch. So I guess to give a better explanation, just think of starting a brand is almost like having a startup company. You're starting everything from scratch. And I literally started their social media platforms from scratch. I've been working on growing them every day, and we do have content. We have these photo shoots of our merchandise, and good thing that I was a graphic designer because I come in unedited, so I work on editing them every day, choosing the content and what to post.
Hi guys, I'm with the director and founder of Plus Samples, and this is Naya. Hi! So I'm just gonna ask Naya a few questions so everyone get more acquainted with Plus Samples in general. So what gave you an idea to start Plus Samples?
It actually has never been an intentional thing to do. I was always working in the fashion industry. I was working as a pattern cutter, as a sample machinist. And when I went for my maternity leave, which was in 2002, I just started thinking something what I could do which would allow me sort of to still look after my child, stay with the baby, and have flexible working hours. And I started freelancing then. And gradually from there, it's sort of grown. It's always been organic. It's never been planned.
So what are some of the clients that Plus Sample works with?
All of our clients is ready-to-wear high-end fashion designers. Unfortunately, with most of them, we got the confidentiality agreement, and I'm not allowed to tell you who are they. Quite disappointing though, but it's a really inspiring work, and it's just the things they're doing here is crazy. I mean, you've seen yourself. It's lots of samples, the things which would be on the catwalks. We are able to see them first and actually produce and work on stuff like this, which is really exciting.
So what would you say was the hardest part about starting this company initially?
I think you would be surprised to hear that it's actually staff management. More than anything else, it's skills which I didn't have. It's how to manage a team, how to make sure they're still productive and keep relationship going and things like this. It's more difficult than anything else than any technical skills or relationship with the clients.
So what type of interns would you want for Plus Samples that you would suggest for GE?
I think the main thing for us is someone who is keen to learn and outgoing. We are doing samples from start to the end, so there is a lot of work for the interns and a lot of things to learn. If someone wants to get involved in the technical side, there is an opportunity to learn how to do pattern cutting. If someone wants to do the management, there is opportunity how to learn the management systems, how we sort of organize all the stock, to do control and help us with things like this. And also for the interns who are doing PR, there is an opportunity to get involved sort of in exhibitions and client relationship and other things. And also with the new brand which we are doing now, there is a wealth of opportunities for the students who are doing PR, social media.
So to give you guys an even better idea of the brand, we just got the website beta back from the website developers, so I would just give you guys a sneak peek. So for our bespoke, and pretty much how you would build your dress, how you would like it, to the sleeves, from the dress to the collars, and it's pretty much like it's just bespoke, and then it will tell you the pricings, and then in the end you would just click save design or purchase dress. So this is what. So Naya is gonna show us how grading is really done before we cut the fabric.
Okay, so I've got a pattern which is already graded, but what I could do, I can actually switch the grading off, and you can see the pattern piece which is on the base size. This is at the moment size 8. What we need to do, because the body changes and the body grows, each pattern piece has to become bigger to wrap around the body. So what we do, the client comes with a set of rules with the difference what they want to have, and we would add this difference to the screen. So we give we tell the computer how much we would need to increase the size of each garment or the size of each point on the pattern, and we would end up with the grading like this. So
Тогда знаешь, что я теперь фифа подожду твоего ответа тоже, потому что должна собрать длинный.
So just to show you guys real quick what happens after the product leads back to the clients, it becomes what you guys as consumers see on a daily, which is these polished and pretty up websites. Some of these garments is what I just showed you earlier in the sample room. And yeah, that's the whole process of everything.
After work, I either just have dinner with my roommates, go explore London, or go work out. And if any of you guys have class works here. That's pretty awesome.
Hey guys, so these are my roommates and we are here unwinding our tiring Tuesday.
Alright guys, it is 11 p.m. and I am tired. So, dinner was great. Had a good talk with my roomies. We are about a week and a half away from the end of our internship and going back home. I will be traveling a week after that, but I will be back home soon enough. And you know, we had one of those deep life talks about. I would have recorded it, but I think it was a little personal. But you know, just about our experiences, what we liked it, our overview on it, our feedback on being away, and I just want to say that it's not easy for everyone to be out of their comfort zone, or you know, moving away from home for the first time. It's never easy to move away from home, as I was saying, and for everyone who's thinking about doing it, I would always suggest it. Of course, nobody can promise who has a positive experience or not. It's really up to the person, and really, it will really shape you into who you're meant to be. And you know, like you go through things when you're out of your comfort zone. People get confused. People realize who they really are, but you know, it happens, and you know, like advisors and G tell you that, but you never really know to what extent until you do it, right? But yeah, and you know, how you come out of it, it really says a lot about you too. But yeah, I mean, life is how you make it, right? So I hope you guys had fun with me today. I know I had a really extensive Snapchat takeover, but it was just, I couldn't help it. There was just so much to show, and I like to tell a good story, but all in all, this is all just, you know, it's a self-development, and questions or anything personally for me, you're welcome to message me. I think G has tagged me on my social media, Facebook and Instagram. I'm open to answer questions. I moved around a lot. I hope I made it easy, or look easy, because